Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're gonna talk about the how stocks are going. Today they continue to go up, at least a little bit, not too much, but still confirming the uptrend. So this is the QQQ, and as we see, this MACD shows us that by crossing to the upside, it shows that we are in an uptrend for QQQ. And this is a very interesting development, and we are still in the middle of this uptrend. So we are at this point very close to the 50-day moving average, which is this blue line. And this is something very important to observe because this is a line that traders and investors observe as a barrier when it's to the upside, or as support when it's to the downside. So basically we have to be careful and see how this stock, in fact this ETF, behaves when passing through this area. SPY and S&P 500 is going up and is already past this 50-day moving average, which is a good sign. So this is another confirmation of this uptrend. So if you look at NVDA is doing pretty much the same thing that the general market is doing, which shows the importance of NVDA for this market. So as if you look at the picture of this chart, you can see that the market is following pretty much what NVIDIA is doing. It's going up and going down at the same time, and this shows how important the market sees the behavior of NVIDIA at this point. And we could say without question that this seems to be the most important stock because everybody seems to be investing on NVIDIA. Okay, so let's look at Microsoft. Microsoft is down today, so this might be a potential problem. However, it is still not negating the general uptrend. It might come down a little bit. We are observing at this point the 9-day EMA, which usually works as a good support during the uptrends and the downtrends. So for this recent uptrend, we haven't crossed yet the 9-day EMA, so I would say that we are still on an uptrend. Google. So Google today decided to go up, which is a good thing. And now its MACD is almost crossing to the upside. So if this happens and this confirms an uptrend for Google, I would say that this would be a nice trade because the market seems to be moving to the upside. And we have support here in this area, 160. So if you buy around here, we have a good potential area of profit until at least the 50-day moving average. So at that point, we're gonna see if it is going down or if it's gonna continue its uptrend. Okay, another thing that I would like to show on NVIDIA is the following fact. NVIDIA is going for earnings in a few days, so by the end of this month. And this might be either the good news that makes the market to go up, or the bad news that will break this uptrend. So if I had to guess what's probably gonna happen in this market, I would say this is probably gonna continue to go up because we are past the 50-day moving average until at least this point here, 135-ish. And when this happens, then we are gonna have earnings date for NVIDIA. So NVIDIA will be pretty much at its all-time highs. And now we are gonna see a test of NVIDIA and the market. Because if we have a update, because if we have good news and NVIDIA is beyond the expectations of the market, then this is gonna make NVIDIA to go up and the whole market is gonna follow with this. However, if we get at this point and there is earnings and they disappoint, then it's pretty much, at least for the short term, the end of this uptrend, right? NVIDIA is not going to move up much if it is disappointing on earnings. So at this point, we are gonna probably see the beginning of a new downtrend. So in my opinion, this piece of news, the earnings for NVIDIA, is gonna be decisive for the market. Until then, probably we are gonna continue a little bit up until we get to this level. So let's see a few pieces of news. According to this website, we have 3 pieces of news that may trigger aggressive buying for NVIDIA and for AI stocks. So what are these pieces of news that they say are very important? First of all, Walmart earnings, then jobless claims, and then retail sales. Well, these 3 things don't seem to be related to AI, but in fact they are, because the whole market is going up these days based on AI euphoria. So if we see different pieces of information in the market, they will lead investors to put more or less money in AI and NVIDIA, right? So what they're saying here about Walmart is that Walmart is not seeing consumer weakness, okay? So this can be a potentially good news for investors, means that we are not going into a recession, or at least not a strong recession, and therefore we should continue investing more money in AI stocks, okay? And why Walmart is benefiting? For a number of reasons. They cite a few, like weight loss drugs are leading to health sales. High income earners have shifted to shopping at Walmart, okay? And good results in terms of earnings per share. Well, from these pieces of information here, one that I don't agree is a good one is high income earners have shifted to shopping at Walmart. Well, this may be good for Walmart, of course. However, this seems to me like even high income earners are now feeling the consequences of inflation and they are trying to find more affordable options. So these high income earners that in the past would go to more expensive high-end stores, nowadays they are resorting to go back to Walmart and try to get cheaper products, essentially. So what this means is that the economy is not doing very well as some people believe. And of course, for Walmart, this is probably good because they will have more of the market for themselves. But for the economy in general, this seems to be a very bad result. Then he talks about weekly initial losses claims. At the end, he says that retail sales in general are good. So as you see, everything nowadays seems to be a reason to invest in AI stocks. That's the punchline. Well, billionaires also are dumping shares of artificial intelligence. So yesterday I mentioned something like this, and today we see a confirmation. There are some reports saying that some important billionaires are now taking profits. They are always the smart money, and essentially they are closing positions on NVIDIA. I think yes, if you have a lot of profits on NVIDIA, it's probably already time to book those profits. However, we don't know if it's still the end of this process. NVIDIA has become the hardware backbone of the AI movement. Yeah, that's for sure. Most companies are buying NVIDIA chips with the hope that they will develop the next wave of AI software. Finally, as we go to the NVIDIA earnings, we see a report that says ex-Google CEO Eric Schmidt sees NVIDIA as a big AI winner. And that's true, at least for the moment. Most companies, they are investing and buying products from NVIDIA. A quote from the article is, I'm talking to the big companies, and the big companies are telling me they need 20 billion, 50 billion, or 100 billion in AI infrastructure. So if every big company in the US needs to spend from 20 to 100 billion dollars, and a big portion of this is going to NVIDIA, well, then they are going to continue to make money and huge profits like they are doing. We just don't know if these profits are going to continue at the same level or even to go higher. That's the main question. So another quote is that Meta, whose company has purchased 600,000 NVIDIA GPUs, said earlier this month that Meta's next generation model will require access to 10 times the amount of computing power. So these models they are creating are so expensive and computational hungry that they need at least 10 times the computing power that they already have. So that's pretty crazy, right? I hope these people make a lot of money from this, because otherwise they are gonna completely bankrupt their companies. Yeah, so basically these are the news and information from the market today. If you like this kind of analysis, please let me know, subscribe, and see you